Tuluni Festival. The Tuluni Festival. Tuluni Festival is primarily observed to safeguard newly grown crops from insects and natural calamities. It ensures that even unhealthy crops thrive alongside healthy ones, leading to a bountiful harvest for all. During Tuluni, some crops bloom, others bear fruit, and some stand ready for harvest. Yet, even the ripest crops wait for the festival's rituals to conclude. Once these sacred rites are complete, the community comes together to share a grand feast with their loved ones, celebrating the abundance and unity that Tuluni brings. Tuluni marks a pivotal moment, celebrated at the end of the 4th month after seeds are sown. In the days of our forefathers, Tuluni was celebrated on different days across various regions, yet all were united as Sumis. Due to varying climates and living conditions, the festival's timing historically differed. Sumis in hotter regions sow their seeds a month earlier than those in colder areas, leading to Tuluni being observed a month earlier in these warmer regions. Despite residing in diverse regions, the Sumis unified under the STC in 1966 to designate a singular day for Tuluni across all communities. This historic decision culminated in the first unified celebration on July 8, 1972, and it continues to be celebrated this way to this day. In most places, Tuluni is celebrated primarily on its main ritual day, but the entire festival spans a week, with each day holding its own significance. Asuzani, Monday. This marks the first day of the festival. On this day, people clean up their surroundings, including the entire village and its surroundings, paths to fetch water, and water ponds. On this same day in the evening, they prepare millet wine for the festival. Agazani, Tuesday. This is the second day of the Tuluni Festival week. On this day, people prepare everything for the week ahead. They gather firewood, stock water, foods, and complete any cleaning that was not finished the day before. After all the preparations are made, they eagerly await the celebration. Ashigani, Wednesday. The third day signifies the cutting of meats. On this day, different groups of field workers purchase pigs and cows, mithans, with their earned and saved money. The cutting of meats takes place at the group head's residence. Each member of the group receives an equal share of the meat. On this day, everyone in the village exchanges portions of meat with each other. Most households belong to a group. There is plenty of meat at home, even for the elderly or orphans who are not members of a group. In the evening, the village elders go door to door to see which house has hung the most meat outside and judge who maintains good relations with others. On the same day, every household places branches of mint around the house to scare away evil spirits because they believe that Satan is afraid of mint. Anagini, Thursday. This day is considered the feast day and is regarded as the grand day of the celebration. Many activities are performed on this day. For men, there are competitions such as folk dance, folk songs, kick fighting, cockfighting, long jump, high jump, and spear kicking. For women, there are competitions like folk dance, folk songs, and hopping, puksikuzu, etc. The celebration is not only within the village, but early in the morning, before activities begin, people share meat or cooked food with neighboring villages. Most importantly, the fiancé cuts a pig and carries half of it, including the head, to give to the fiancé. The fiancé's parents reciprocate by sending back the same from their side. Many activities are performed on this day, making both the poorest and the richest equally happy. Mucholani, Friday. This is the day of the fathers. On this day, all the heads of the families clear the paths to the fields. They leave their lunch at the resting shed and go to their own fields to perform some rituals. Upon completion, they return to the resting shed, share a communal meal, exchange stories rich with wisdom and tradition, and then return home. Tupulani, Saturday. This day is especially for the youths. Even though they enjoy different activities on the feast day, they are allowed to play among themselves and engage in many merrymaking activities. Tagakani, Sunday. This is the last day of the celebration. On this day, no one is allowed to work or travel outside. Instead, everyone rests and shares stories about their enjoyment during the past 6 days of the Tuluni festival celebration. To conclude, I, Hashika H. Sümi, have translated information about Tuluni from the Sümi language to English by referring to a book published by the Sümi Literature Board. The book contains a chapter titled Tuluni Panay, written by H.S. Rotoka.